engage in that conversation. DJ, do you want to lead us off with the first news piece?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right,
All
let's
right,
do it.
number one, right off the top, Elizabeth Olsen has wrapped filming on Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Potentially one of the like coolest movies coming from the creators at Marvel in the coming future, in my opinion. I really think that this is one of those things that as we get closer and closer to the release of this movie, I think our minds are going to be blown away at what's coming because for a lot of reasons, we have some major characters returning to the screen, and we're going to see, Doctor Strange, of course, because it is his movie. And then we know Elizabeth Olsen's in it. So I think it's going to be one of these incredible films that we look back on one day and think, wow, that was the movie. I think a lot of people are going to find out. If you will excuse me one moment, I have to go let my wife in the door because she can't find her keys.
Okay,
so,
there you go.
Real quick, I'll be right back, and I'll let you continue this one real quick.
Sure. Well, real quickly, in my opinion, for Wanda, Elizabeth Olsen being in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse for me is super exciting. I love seeing her pop up in any type of project that she could possibly play Wanda in. For me, I'll just use this as a platform and an opportunity to talk about how incredible WandaVision was, in my opinion. WandaVision for me, there you go. WandaVision for me was by far, so far, the best Marvel show that we've gotten. So just Elizabeth Olsen being back in that role in some form, and I don't know specifically what form, and maybe that's what we'll talk about next with this news piece. I don't know specifically what form Wanda will be playing in Doctor Strange. I guess we'll know a little bit more about that as more info about that film comes out. But I will go ahead and segue that, I guess, to my question here is maybe what should we expect from Wanda, aka at this point Scarlet Witch. Let's not forget.
She's 100%. She's big time Scarlet Witch at this point.
Right, she's fully committed to that. So for me, what I'm assuming, this is just pure speculation. She will, I guess, initially kind of go head to head with Doctor Strange a little bit. They'll struggle with their motives. Strange will be like, "What you're doing isn't necessarily the best approach," because I'm assuming she's gonna want to save her kids in some form, and I'm sure that's gonna mess up with the everything going on. Like, we got so stuff I can't even wrap my head around, if I'm being completely honest. But I feel like initially the two are gonna clash, but maybe they'll get to a point where they kind of see each other's point of view. What do you think? What do you think about that?
The typical formula for a movie like this is usually something where they have an initial battle, something, like there's this weird kind of conflict. They eventually fight one another, and then there's the big bad. That's typically what you see in this kind of a movie.
Sure.
Now, knowing Marvel, they might not do that. Kevin Feige over there, and the fact that Sam Raimi is directing, I think that's a very important thing for us to remember, is that we now have the former Spider-Man director directing a current Marvel project. I think is just absolutely insane and really cool.
It's cool.
So
really cool.
Not just that, but I think that we'll see a definite, clash of the Titans. I mean, because at this point they are two major players and former Avengers. I'm not really even sure if the Avengers exist anymore at this point, because Steve Rogers is gone and Iron Man's gone. And, I know that like, obviously we have a lot of things happening that are coming into play, but over time, I'm kind of just excited to see how and where those kinds of things go.
Yeah, I think there'll be a reestablishment, if you will, of the Avengers eventually. I mean, now, just recently with Shang-Chi's marketing, it's promoting that character as the new Avenger. So I think they're eventually going to, bring that name back. And I think we've already read or gotten reports from Feige talking about how an Avengers 5 is eventually going to happen. It's just they got to assemble it. They got to get all of it ready. But I think, like you said, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to be a big piece, not only for the stuff that's been set up in the past few months with Loki and all of this multiverse stuff that's going on, but also the future of Marvel and its current phase. But that's all I really wanted to say about Wanda making an appearance and Elizabeth Olsen wrapping filming on that show. I'm assuming right now, because she's already wrapped filming, that maybe her role won't be as massive. But that show should, or sorry, not that show. That movie should be wrapping pretty soon, though, because it is coming out next year.
Yeah, it's coming up really fast. I don't remember the exact release date. I
Yeah.
could figure it out right now if I just looked at my show notes a little closer.
Sure.
but
Well, that's actually another
live and learn.
topic that we're going to get to. So
Okay.
it's all good. It's all good.
But anyway, I still think that the fact that she's wrapping up really soon, and the fact that or that she has wrapped soon, that's got to mean that the whole project is just about done.
Sure. Absolutely. Okay. I agree. Now, what do you think? Those of you that are out there live watching us, I see you, 2K421. You said that you really like her too, and that's in reference of Elizabeth Olsen. Absolutely. Love to see her in any type of Marvel project that they can possibly get her in. Okay. Next news piece.